Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are here at our local grocery store. This is my daughter Natalia. She's 15 years old. She's lost over 50 pounds. So she's actually gonna walk you through the grocery store and show you the foods that actually helped her lose her weight. Now, if you're new here, I have had my own weight loss journey. I've lost 135 pounds. I've maintained my weight for over 15 years. Now, Nati has lost over 50 pounds. It took her roughly about 6 months to lose her weight. She has specific meals that she made and on repeat. So I'll let her go from here. We're gonna do a little hydration before we get started. Just a little. This one's the one from Element. It's their new pineapple flavor. Guys, I'm telling you, if you love sparkly drinks, this is like a sparkling soda, but has nothing but good stuff for you. It has 500 milligrams of sodium, 100 milligrams of potassium, and 30 milligrams of magnesium. That's what our body needs, not only for hydration, but also for hormonal regulation. So anyway, if you want to try them, I'll leave the link in the description below. You also get a free sample pack where you get their most popular flavors, and you get the little travel packs that you can put in your bag at work while you travel, and you get 2 of each flavor. So I'll leave the link, or you can type in drinklmnt.com/low carb love. So either one of those will get you the free sample pack with any purchase, okay? So I'll hold on to this, and Milady, please go ahead and show them.
So the first and main item is my ground beef. This is the choice, this is my choice that I like to use, but you guys can use literally any single one. This is 8515, and for this one, the most common meal that I made with this was my power bowl. So it's like my ground beef with cottage cheese, avocado. I use ground beef as my main source of protein during my weight loss journey. It was either ground beef or steak. I did it because I felt like it was more filling. I think it has more flavor, but you can do chicken, anything like that. I just preferred ground beef, and it made me feel a lot better, like performance-wise during like practice and stuff, because obviously water polo is a very like difficult sport on your body. And when I was eating processed food, junk food, or just like really dense food, I could feel it in my body. I couldn't swim as well. I had no energy for practice. I never wanted to really like perform the best that I could. And once I started eating high protein, like really good food for my body, I was faster, I had more energy, and I felt like I was able to perform better. All right, and the next item was my steak. This was obviously a bigger splurge. I did steak about twice a week. So this was just little thin New York strips. I did these, and then I'd eat about 2 of these. These are just little sirloin breakfast steaks. I would do any of these 2, and I'd eat them with like avocado, mushrooms, onions, my frozen vegetables, you know, just anything that I had in the fridge or freezer, honestly. Yeah, steaks, any steak, it doesn't matter, literally any choice. You could pick whatever you want. Ribeye was also my favorite, so I do eat a lot of ribeye as well. And then when I was feeling extra fancy, sometimes I would also put this on my little dinner board. This is just a spicy smoked sausage. I would do this with my steak as well, with my onions and my avocado, or I would just eat this with like eggs. And I really like this because it had a lot of flavor, and it was spicy, and it was so filling. This just kind of brought me back like the sausages that I'd eat at my grandpa's house, the cheddar filled ones. I mean, it's a great size. You could probably do like 3 meals with this. And I mean, they taste great, so I'm taking this too. Now, a very important figure in my meals is these little frozen veggie bags with the corn, the peas, and the carrots. You know, I love my veggies, and it goes really well with my steak. I would do this obviously with my usual mushrooms, onions, and then I would just season these with like salt and pepper and a little butter. I honestly, like for breakfast sometimes I'll heat these up in a pan with butter, and I'll eat them in a bowl. I'm very big on broccoli. I love broccoli, and some broccoli with some butter on the board is another great filler. If you guys are, you know, if you're a big veggie, you're not a huge meat person, these, you know, filling up on veggies is also really good. I love my vegetables, so broccoli, and then my peas and carrots. But these 2 right here, you need your fiber as well if you're eating a lot of protein. So spinach, anything like that, it's gonna really help out as well. So All right, next up on the list are eggs. Eggs are so important. 70 calories, 7 grams of protein per egg. Hard-boiled eggs are a great snack. I do a lot of hard-boiled eggs. And then for my bowls, scrambled eggs, sunny side up eggs, any type of egg, honestly, they're filling, they're high in protein. It's a really quick and easy, snack to make. Hard-boiled eggs, 7 minutes, sunny side up egg, anything like that, 2 minutes. It's a fast breakfast. It's good for you, high in protein, they're filling. I mean, when I eat eggs, I'm not hungry for a good, I want to say 5 hours probably. So these are very important, and I love my eggs, so I'm taking these with me. This right here, y'all know I love my yogurt bowls, my yogurt parfaits, anything like that. Yogurts for sauces. It's a really good alternative when you're trying to make like a higher protein ranch, any dressing, honestly. I love yogurt for I want to say my late night snack. Yogurt parfaits are a really big thing with my fresh fruit, almonds, honey. This has 18 grams of protein for 3/4 of a cup, 90 calories. I mean, it's a light, easy snack. It's very quick to make. You can just yogurt, honey, you're done. My frozen berries, my fresh berries, my granola, just the very basic stuff, almonds, anything like that. But there's so many good things with yogurt that you can do. This is my preferred brand of cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. My favorite cottage cheese with a little pepper and tapatio on it, with my eggs, of course, and ground beef. That's like my go-to breakfast. Cottage cheese, you can use it for literally any dressing, anything. Bread, I've used it to make wraps and stuff. So it's a really good alternative for anything that you're trying to make. You can make high protein bagels with these. And I think cottage cheese is one of the most important things to have in your everyday meals. It's a really good filler. It's really good for you, and I mean, it tastes great, but you can put anything on it, and it's gonna taste like that. And I love cottage cheese. I go through 3 tubs on a week, I'm not gonna lie. And then these ones are also really good. I like to take these to school. It's a little cottage cheese cup. It's the container, 19 grams of protein, so this is your serving right here. You can, I put honey on these sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but you can do this. You can turn it into anything that you want, but some little pepper on here, fire. Okay, next up is butter. Butter, I think, is one of the most controversial things that there is to talk about. A lot of people think that butter is a really fattening item. If you're eating butter with carbs, you're eating butter with bread, I know it's a great combo. I'm sorry to break your heart. Butter with bread, butter with any type of carb is honestly what's gonna make you gain the weight. Butter with no carbs, you're just eating it with eggs, you're eating it with steak, anything like that. Butter is really good for you, honestly. And eating it with carbs is that's what's gonna, mess you up. But eating it with very clean ingredients, non-processed, organic foods, butter is not harmful at all to the body. Next is my Fairlife milk. This is my choice of milk that I use every day. I chose it because it's a lower sugar, higher protein milk. I've been using this milk for about 2 years now. I'm waiting for them to come out with an organic version, but it's a lactose-free milk and it doesn't hurt my stomach. I've always had a problem with milk hurting my stomach, making me feel a certain type of way. And with this milk, it's a very good milk that, I drink regularly. I like to make my matchas with it. So I'll do my matcha powder, the milk, and then a little bit of honey. And that's about it. But I drink this milk almost every day. And then another quick, easy option that I love to do are just little salad bags. My go-to is a Caesar. I love myself a good Caesar with some grilled chicken on it. Personally, I don't really care about the dressings because it's not like I'm eating these regularly. My mom usually makes dressings, but if you're looking for a really easy lunch, a quick dinner, something like that, these salad bags with any choice of protein, it's a really good choice. These already, it's 8 grams of protein for the whole bag, so it's a very solid choice. I love these. Next, and probably my favorite section of it all, my mushrooms. I don't have a specific mushroom that I usually go for. Honestly, I go for what's on sale. So probably these regular little brown mushrooms. I do my mushrooms with my onions. I usually saute them. I make them spicy. I love mushrooms. I love the texture of them. They just add a nice little pizzazz to my board. I actually like to use the whole mushrooms as a burger bun sometimes, or I'll just saute them and eat them like that. But mushrooms are very important to me. They're a really big filler on my plates. I usually have a really nice portion of mushrooms, and any mushroom is fine any way you cook them. I used to eat them raw in my salads. I still do that with some ranch, fire. But yeah, any mushroom you want, $2.70 for this whole thing. It's a great deal. It's a great deal, my friends. Okay guys, next onions. I usually go for the jumbo sweet onions, but these ones, I like making onion boils with these, with my steak, or obviously I just slice them, I saute them, and I put them on my board. I like to leave them a little crunchy. They kind of remind me of like onion rings a little. And I season these spicy however I want, but I really do love onions. They're not, you know, they're not very important, but they're just there. I love the flavor of them, and they add a little nice touch. I'm gonna take, yeah, these onions with some steak. Let me tell you right there, my friends, fire. And next is celery. Celery, I know y'all, it's very controversial, but I love celery with peanut butter, celery with ranch. It's a very quick and easy snack. I mean, they're really good for you, you know, in your morning juices or something like that. I like to eat them. I just like to crunch on them. It's like a little chip, a healthy chip or something. I don't like carrots, so this is my substitute for that. But I do love me some celery, I'll tell you all that much. Now, probably my favorite part, the fruits. We're starting off very strong. These are golden kiwis. I love kiwis, very high source of fiber. They're sweet, they're delicious. I prefer them over like regular kiwis. Regular kiwis are really sour to me. These are super sweet, and they're like a good little nice snack if you're feeling like a little sweet treat, but you're trying to stay locked in. This right here, guys, this right here, let me tell y'all something. I eat like 3 of these a night, I'm not gonna lie. Next are the fresh avocados from avocado. Avocado is probably one of my favorite things. It's a healthy fat. They keep you full for a really long time. I love avocados. I do probably like an entire avocado every like meal I eat. I like to make them as like palta or like a guac. So it's just like mashed avocados with some salt, pepper, lemon juice. I love to dip my sausages in there. I like to eat it with my mushrooms, everything like that. It's a really sad day if I don't have avocado. So I'm gonna get 4 of these actually, cause 2 for $5 right now. And they're big. Another one of my favorites, my cuties. I would eat probably around 3 cuties a day. I love cuties. Sweet treat again, I mean, there's not much of like a health plus to them. I mean, it's a fruit, they're great. I really enjoy them. I go through about, I wanna say a bag a week. So, these right here, my friends, yes. Now, we're at my fresh fruit. I'm gonna tell you all right now. Strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, all fruits from my yogurt parfaits. These right here, guys. I don't like fresh blueberries. I like frozen blueberries in my yogurt because it almost gives it like a frosty effect. Because they're frozen, it kind of freezes the yogurt. It is so good. These are the fresh ones that I like. I like to cut these up, put them in my yogurt. I like to throw these in. I like to eat these as like a little snack. So they all have, you know, a different area that they play in. But I love my fresh fruits. These are very good. Grapes, you already know. Grape fanatic right here. Green grapes specifically. I don't like purple grapes. And then another one, any sort of cherry. I love cherries so much. These are Rainer cherries. And then these are just your normal ones, the little red cherries. I love them both. I've gone through like 2 bags this week already. They're great. Cherries, a big plus. And I think they have fiber maxing. Let's go. All right, guys, well, that is the end of today's video. Of course, you know, that is all the food that I usually eat in a week. If you guys have any more questions about it, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Maybe in a future video, I can answer them with my mom. If you guys want like another shopping video, maybe if I like forgot anything that I'll remember, I can do like another video for you guys. But I wanted just to remind you guys, like, this is a healthy lifestyle. It's a fun lifestyle. It's really sustainable. It's something that you are never going to get bored of. There's so many different recipes that you can try out. And I honestly love eating like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in a future video. Love you guys.